20 words per minute. Get ready. Start. Friends, let me tell you in the first instance that it is not advisable for India to go in for higher technology and establishment of large scale industries, because it is not correct to think that large scale industries proved a panacea for reducing poverty and unemployment. This has never happened in countries with a very large population. It has not happened even in countries with small population. Historically speaking, it has been proved that large scale industries have generally reduced employment to a large extent. Therefore, I feel it is not wise on the part of the government to employ high technology without giving alternative employment to its people. Employment of higher technology puts the working class on the streets, rendering them unemployed or underemployed. It may be remembered at this stage that during the 200 years of its rule, the British had reduced employment so considerably that we clamored for independence so that we might become economically independent. In spite of the lessons of history of our country over the last 200 years, and in spite of the advice of the father of the nation, we went in for high technology. As a result, we have seen how unemployment has increased tremendously during the past 30 years of independence. The rise in technology and heavy industrialization, and in addition the import of goods manufactured by machines in other countries, have made crores of people of our country unemployed by taking away many of their professions and trades. I am inclined to strongly believe that no special argument is necessary to prove the existence of unemployment everywhere in India, especially in our towns and villages. Today, it is well known that in the 5 lakh villages of this country, nearly 80% are below the poverty line. 2/3 of the village people consist of landless labor. Only 10 to 15% are big farmers by Indian standards. Even those rich farmers are much less rich than the small number of industrialists in cities. Statistics show that agricultural prices have not kept pace with the rise in price of industrial products. Undoubtedly, this is the cause of the sudden spurt in the farmers' agitation started of late. I may be permitted to emphasize that the inequilibrium between the prices of agricultural produce and the industrial products is the root cause of the farmers' agitation in our country. This has created flames of discontent among the farmers. Therefore, equilibrium will have to be established speedily between industrial and agricultural prices. Otherwise, as long as there is disparity in prices, discontent is bound to continue and expand with dire consequences. Eventually, along with the upsurge and discontent among the farmers, the landless labor and small farmers also are bound to demand additional income. In order to meet this problem, employment will have to be created among the rural people who are below the poverty line. The problem can only be solved first by employing as many persons as possible, if not everyone, and bring them above the poverty line, and secondly by reducing the vast disparities in incomes and conditions of living. However, when all needs are not being met on the one hand, and large scale industries with higher technologies are already there on the other, the question would arise as to when we should make available the products of large scale industries to the people. Therefore, in the meanwhile, we have to make constant efforts to improve the standard of living of the people and make the country richer than at present.